Egypt. The land of pyramids, pharaohs, and enough sand to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool 1 billion times over. Set your time machines, dear adventurers, because we're heading back to a mystical chapter of human history where hats were pointier and shampoo was yet to be invented. Imagine this, the year is circa 3000 BC, and Egypt is the kind of place where not just anyone can become a god. You had to be born into it, mainly by being a pharaoh. They were as close as you could get to celebrity status back in the day, minus the Instagram followers, but with a lot more slaves. The Egyptians were world-class architects, mathematicians, and their mummies? Well, they had a certain je ne sais quoi about them. Talk about a skincare regimen that lasts millennia. Speaking of skincare, the sun didn't just set here, it put down a mortgage and settled for life. Thus, the invention of early eyewear in the form of darkened jewelry, fashionistas beware. Egyptian civilization started with farming on the banks of the Nile. And not content with just any old diet, Egypt discovered that seemingly chaotic flooding was a winner in crop rotation. Thanks to their innovation and hard work, the Egyptians went from village settlers to running a kingdom that would outlast anyone's wildest desert party. More crops meant a bustling marketplace, and where there's trade, there's the adventure of diplomacy. They were dealing with everybody, from Greeks to Romans, though they drew the line at dealing with the French. Too many baguettes. Then there were the pyramids. Legend has it, a particularly geometric scriber drew a sketch, and someone said, "Can we make it bigger?" So, they did, a couple of million stone blocks bigger. The pyramids weren't just tombs, they were the ancient version of saying, "I was here," but with a little more oomph. Now, let's not forget Cleopatra VII, probably the most famous of all the Ptolemies. Here's a woman who knew how to keep an empire interesting, alliances with Romans, and an eye for a good eyeliner. Legend also has it she sailed in a ship covered in gold. Talk about making an entrance. Despite all the grandeur, not everything was all hieroglyphs and sunshine. There were a series of unfortunate events starting with invasions, Persians, Assyrians, and eventually Romans who said, "We like this place," and settled in making everything just that little bit more complicated. Fast forward a few centuries, and Islam made its dramatic entrance, sculpting society in a new way, a testament to tradition evolving over millennia. And so Egypt rolls on, forever etched in the annals of history as the land where time and humidity seriously considered filing a divorce but decided, well, the kids are worth it. From sand dunes to skyscrapers, Egypt remains a fascinating tapestry of wonders where ancient history is a part of everyday life, standing proudly from the Valley of the Kings to Coptic Cairo. As for Cleopatra's eyeliner tips? Some secrets, it seems, are kept in the sands of time.